Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First, you have to be ashamed, not because of your failure in dunya. Your failure in dunya, like this or like that, everyone's going to leave dunya. Your success in the dunya, like this or like that, one day you're going to pass and you're going to leave all your success here too. It's not going to make much difference. What we're aiming for is our failure and our success in Akhirat. Not to be a failure in the eyes of Allah. Not to be a failure in our way to Akhirat. Who are we trying to please? This materialistic world, materialistic people, their standards, their values. If you do that, you will never come out from hell. Dunya and Akhirah. You're trying to please Allah and His Prophet and the awliya Allah, they will show you a way. How are you going to have peace here and hereafter? And first priority is not to fail Allah and His Prophet. Alayhi salatu wassalam. Do you understand? Everybody makes mistakes. Everyone has problems. Financial, health, never ending. Because this dunya is never ending problem. But what are we doing? What you and I, what are we doing for the sake of Allah? If you are staying in that situation and things are very heavy and very tight for you, but you're saying, I'm doing this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'm serving Him, I'm doing something, that time, that hell that you are living in materialistically, it will turn into a paradise because the peace and contentment will enter. It doesn't matter then that time to you. You understand? Who do you want to please first? Allah has to be. The Prophet has to be. Your Shaykh, it has to be. Other things, it's not that important. And you please Allah, you please the Prophet, and you please your Shaykh, that time, whatever is necessary for you for the dunya, it will be given to you. So that you don't have to run after it. Dunya will run after you. It doesn't mean now dunya will run after you, you're going to have big cars, big boats, big houses. That doesn't mean that. If you say, now I'm going to run to Allah because Allah says the dunya will run to me, so let me run to Allah for dunya to run to me, you come with it with the wrong intention, you're not going to gain too much either. It means that Allah will make the dunya easier for you, so that your focus and your concentration will be on establishing, building that bridge from here to Akhirat, and what you're going to do after you cross that bridge. Understanding? So, then you need to find out what is it that Allah and His Prophet, they want from you. Find a Shaykh. And he will tell you what is priority. So many times before meeting the Shaykh or the friend of Allah or the Rijalullah, we don't know what is priority. We think everything is priority. But after that, suddenly you say, oh, my thoughts, my worlds, my priorities get smaller and smaller and smaller. And now it's easier for me to focus. Inshallah, may it be easy for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, next question.
I have been a vegetarian since childhood. I can understand the meaning of eating meat in Islam, but I cannot. Is it bad not to eat meat? I understand eating meat as Muslim living in a farm, but these days animals are treated so badly. As a Muslim, should I eat meat?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As a believer, for whatever reason, whatever Prophet is doing, alayhi salatu wassalam, we must do. for whatever reason. Now, that being said, Prophet ﷺ, he ate meat maybe once in every 40 days. It doesn't mean that he ate a whole big steak or something, no. Now, if you say, I have my reasons, I really don't want to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, but I'm doing it just for the sake of the Prophet ﷺ, I'm going to take a little bit just for his sake, although my whole understanding, my whole upbringing rebels against it, that time more blessing will reach to you. You increase your faith. You'll come closer to the Prophet because you're stepping on your own ego now. You understand? Don't do it because of this or because of that. Do it for the sake of the Prophet. Because there are things there that are in meat that is important for man. Otherwise, the Prophet ﷺ would not do that. Otherwise, he's going to say, everyone is going to be a vegetarian. There are certain days that you should eat just vegetables. In the old days, this was not even an option because in the old days, people don't eat meat every day. They don't even eat meat once a month. We're not talking that long time ago too. That's why when it comes for Qurban, for example, it's an opportunity for people, for some people, even today, that they eat meat only once a year. And that is a holy meat that they're eating. When you do it like that, then there will be blessing and there will be more knowledge and your station will rise. Because you're not doing it, definitely not for your ego. So, like when the murids or the sheikhs, they go into seclusion, for 40 days they don't eat meat. There is a benefit to not eating meat for a long time too, definitely. But it's not just because animals are treated cruelly, even if animals are treated nice. Does that mean we can eat meat every day? We should, no. But in these days, it's served everywhere. We're not going to get too obsessed with it also because, like I said, our religion is not also based on just diet. There's so many other things now. Because the cruel treatment of the animals did not begin with that and end with that. It's because of a whole industry. And this whole industry is because mankind have lost the ability to balance themselves and they live and they do everything only for their ego and only for their nafs. And when you do something for the nafs, even if it is halal, it becomes harmful to you, isn't it? You like water. Who says they hate water? Everybody likes water. It is halal, definitely. But if you start drinking non-stop, 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 5 gallons of water, that water will kill you. It becomes harmful to you. So now, you need to have someone there to help you to balance these things. In the old days, like I said, they eat meat only once in every 40 days. Because the food now especially is only for pleasure. Definitely is not for health. In the old days, especially in the East, they look at food as a medicine because everything that the body needs to stay healthy, not just for pleasure, to stay healthy too, is in the food. Allah has put it there. That you don't really need to go to get special medicines. And nowadays we have murids that are becoming so idiot and so egoistic and so greedy. They're eating so much sugar. They have sugar problem and they go to doctor. Doctor gives them medicine so that they can eat more sugar. You understand? So now they're getting sick. Pain here, toothache, belly ache, everything aching. And then we say, what can we do? How do I get out of this? You cannot get out of this. Because you pay the price. It's not so easy, American style. Oh, I did mistake. How can I get out of this? I'm sorry, they're saying. No, you can say sorry as much as you want. You can take this fork and poke your eye. then later say, I'm sorry. How do I get out of this? You cannot get out of this. You're going to be blind. But this kind of thinking can only be given to people who are completely brainwashed, useless. He's sleeping. I'm talking about him and he's sleeping. Brainwashed and useless and very foolish and living in a imaginary world, not in touch with reality. So, I'm not going to tell you what you should or you should not do. I'm saying, look at the Prophet ﷺ. Find a shaykh. It may be necessary for you to do certain things. Follow that, you'll find safety. If you just follow your own understanding, you're not going to. It's not just the animals are treated cruelly, it's because people's desires have been turned full force, that they cannot turn it back now. So now people want to experience the best of everything, consuming the whole world. There's enough food in this world for everyone in this world, and everyone in other worlds too. But because of the system of Dajjal that we're living in, and they're fixing and playing with everything, just because of what? Economics. They would rather throw food into the ocean to keep the prices stable than to feed people who are in need of food. They're throwing grain into the ocean. They're throwing so much, they're wasting so much. And that's what they do to food. Imagine what they do to people. You understand? So much to learn. May Allah bring our Shaykh back soon, inshallah, to restore this balance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam soon with heavenly power to turn all these things back. Because it will not turn, it will not become better. Not if the whole world comes together to fix the problem, you cannot. Because Allah has given this time to the Dajjaliyat, to the tyrants, and until Mahdi alayhi salam comes, the world is not going to change. Every day it's going to get worse and worse and worse. May Allah protect us from the fitna of the Akhir Zaman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, anything else anyone is saying? Any other questions? Inshallah Rahman, I will see you soon. I will say week. Protect your faith this week. Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Okay.